quality of the whey. For all practical purposes that you're concerned with, it just doesn't fucking matter.
Stop having whey protein for breakfast.
Protein powder. It's in every gym bag, every kitchen cabinet, every college dorm room. But here's something most people don't know. It didn't actually start in the gym at all. The first modern protein powder wasn't built for bodybuilders. It was actually designed for hospitals, believe it or not, to help restore strength in undernourished patients in the late 1800s. A British physician later developed one of the earliest formulations in the 1930s, aimed at malnourished patients who couldn't get enough protein through food alone. It took decades for that medical idea to find its way into gyms. Bob Hoffman, the godfather of American weightlifting, was selling protein powders to bodybuilders by the late 1940s. And from there, it never looked back. It was the filtration breakthrough of the 1990s that turned protein powder from a gritty bodybuilding curiosity into something you'd actually want to drink. Pure, clean, and finally, tasty. Today, the global protein supplement market is valued at somewhere between 24 and 32 billion US dollars, depending on which analyst you ask, and it's projected to roughly double again within the next decade. From hospital wards to Olympic weightlifters, to your office kitchen, this product has had one of the strangest journeys in consumer history. Today, we're counting down the best-selling protein powders of all time, from garage startups to billion-dollar empires. This is the story of the brands that built an industry. I'm your geek of Company Street. Let's get into the gains. Kicking us off at number 5, MuscleTech. Founded in 1995 in Canada by Lovate Health Sciences, MuscleTech made its name through one thing: aggressive marketing and big claims. They were the brand that you'd see in every fitness magazine in the late 90s and early 2000s, with full-page ads, massive before and after photos, and bold promises about what their products could do. Their flagship product, NitroTech, became one of the best-known protein powders in North America. A whey protein and creatine blend, it hit the market at exactly the right time, when the supplement industry was exploding and gym culture was going mainstream. MuscleTech is still a major player today, consistently ranking among the top protein brands by volume in the US market, sold in over 100 countries worldwide. The fun fact here is almost too good to be true. MuscleTech got hit with a series of false advertising lawsuits in the early 2000s over some of those big, bold claims that they made. They paid out tens of millions in settlements, and the brand survived, reformed, and kept selling. That's either a cautionary tale or a masterclass in brand resilience, depending on how you look at it. Number 4, and this one is one of the best startup stories in the history of the fitness industry. Myprotein. Oliver Crookston founded Myprotein in 2004 with just 500 pounds overdraft. Growing up in a working class background in Manchester, England, he was a keen gym goer who one day looked at the back of his protein tub and thought, what actually is this? And why is it so expensive? He started trading from a lock-up garage, sourcing whey protein directly and cutting out the middleman, building the whole business from scratch. 7 years later, he sold the business to the Hut Group, having kept 100% equity the entire time. The initial cash component of that deal was £58 million, but with shares that grew over time, the total value to Cookson eventually exceeded £350 million. Today, Myprotein operates in over 70 countries. Their flagship product, Impact Whey Protein, is one of the most reviewed and repurchased protein powders in the world. Known for its value, its huge range of flavors, and a price point that makes other brands nervous. Fun fact, by 2019, Cookson had been named the UK's #1 self-made millionaire under 40, with a net worth exceeding £300 million, a 500-pound overdraft, a lock-up garage, one man who looked at the back of a protein tub and decided to do it better. Number 3, Dymatize, and specifically their ISO 100. 𝐷iametize has been around since '94 and built a loyal following among serious athletes and bodybuilders who cared less about marketing and more about what was actually in the tub. ISO 100, their hydrolyzed whey protein isolate, became the gold standard for people who wanted the cleanest, fastest absorbing protein on the market. 25 grams of protein per serving, under 120 calories, 1 gram of sugar, gluten-free. It consistently tops Amazon bestseller lists and has won more supplement industry awards than almost any other product in its category. 𝐷iametize was acquired in 2014 for around $380 million. Not by another supplement company, but by Post Holdings. You'd know Post better as a breakfast cereal company. The people behind Honey Bunches of Oats, Grape Nuts, and Fruity Pebbles. They'd spun off from Ralston Purina in 2008 and spent the years afterwards buying their way into completely different categories, eventually building out an entire active nutrition division that also included brands like Premier Protein and Power Bar. A cereal company ended up owning one of the most respected names in protein powder. Alright, the fun fact. 𝐷iametize once released a Cocoa Pebbles flavored ISO 100. And given that Post Holdings literally owns Fruity Pebbles, that's not really a coincidence. It's a cereal company cross-promoting its own cereal. It sold out almost immediately. Turns out, if you make protein powder taste like childhood, people will buy it without thinking twice. Number 2. BSN, Bioengineered Supplements and Nutrition. And this one earned its spot by solving the single biggest problem protein powders had for decades. It didn't taste like protein powder. BSN, Bioengineered Supplements and Nutrition, was founded in 2001 in Downers Grove, Illinois. It already made a name for themselves in 2004 with NO Explode, one of the first pre-workout supplements on the market. The powder that puts BSN on the map before they ever touched protein. But it was Syntha 6 that became the real cultural phenomenon. Syntha 6 launched with one simple promise. It mixes like an actual milkshake. Not tolerable, not you get used to it, like an actual milkshake. 22 grams of protein per serving, built from a blend of whey concentrate, whey isolate, casein, and milk protein isolate. Designed to release slowly into the body rather than all at once. The taste became the entire marketing strategy. Reviewers who'd been drinking protein shakes for decades call it the best tasting product they've ever tried. Something you generally want to drink as a treat, not just choke down out of obligation. The brand grew really fast. Within a decade, BSN's products were being shipped to over 40,000 retail outlets in the US alone, and distributed in over 90 countries worldwide. In January 2011, Glanbia, the same Irish nutrition company behind Optimum Nutrition, acquired BSN for $144 million. Two of the biggest names in protein powder, now owned by the exact same parent company. Fun fact, BSN's official tagline was "Winning with Style." Syntha 6 leaned into that completely, even releasing flavors inspired by actual dessert chains like Cold Stone Creamery. While most of the industry was competing on macros and grams, BSN simply asked, what if this tasted incredible? Turns out that question was worth $144 million. Number 1, and the competition is not even close. Optimum Nutrition, gold standard 100% whey. Optimum Nutrition was founded in 1986, and gold standard's 100% whey has fueled billions of workout recoveries worldwide over more than 35 years. Today, it's sold in over 90 countries, and it has built a reputation as the most awarded and most reviewed protein powder in the world. Across Amazon listings globally, the cumulative review count for gold standard runs into the millions, an almost unheard of volume for a single supplement product. So once again, Glanbia, the Irish nutrition giant, acquired Optimum Nutrition back in 2008 for 213 million euros. One of the most successful acquisitions in the history of the food and supplement industry. By 2022, 𝐿𝐴𝐵𝐴 reported record revenues, driven heavily by Optimum Nutrition's performance. And the brand has been widely reported as crossing the billion-dollar mark in retail value. 𝐿𝐴𝐵𝐴's first ever billion-dollar brand. So why is gold standards number one? There are mainly three reasons for that. First, it actually worked. Consistent quality, proper macros, and genuine results. Second, it tasted good. Double rich chocolate became one of the most recognizable flavors in the supplement world. Third, trust. As the protein powder market got crowded in the early 2000s, Optimum Nutrition rebranded around the word gold standard, specifically to signal quality in a noisy marketplace. The name did the marketing for them. Every gym rat has owned a tub of gold standards at some point in their life. It's like the iPhone of protein powders, the default choice, the safe choice, the choice that never lets you down. Fun fact, Optimum Nutrition didn't just dominate whey. They partnered with elite athletes across cricket, rugby, and AFL worldwide and built an entire parallel product line in slow-digesting casein protein. They essentially created two subcategories of the protein market and led both of them simultaneously. So there we have it. Muscle Tech, the king of aggressive marketing that survived its own controversies. Myprotein, from a 500-pound overdraft in a lock-up garage to an empire worth over 350 million pounds. Dimetized ISO 100, the purest choice, serial collaborations and all. And Optimum Nutrition's gold standard. Over 35 years at the top, a billion-dollar brand, and more reviews than almost any supplement on earth. The protein powder industry started in hospital wards and bodybuilding magazines. Today it's on the shelves of every supermarket, in the fridge of every office kitchen, and in the bag of anyone who's ever decided to take their health seriously. It grew because people want a result, and the brands that delivered consistently won everything. Hit subscribe if you want more of these breakdowns, and let me know which protein you're drinking. I'm your geek of Company Street. See you in the next one.